How you guys doing? Eric here. Today is Sunday, November 1st, 2015. Halloween weekend going on. I made a video yesterday on Saturday on Halloween like I usually do, but it was so windy up here that it just came out really bad, and so I just decided to make another one because you couldn't understand much of what I was saying because it was so fucking windy. But yeah, that happens a lot up here this time of year. We get a lot of wind in the cold months. But yeah, so Halloween weekend going on. As usual, our friends in the law enforcement agencies around the country are busy with their sobriety checkpoints, keeping us safe, keeping America safe for trick-or-treaters. That's how they were putting it on the news on Friday when I was watching it, and their usual keeping America safe. Man, that's what they love to talk about. Like Obama's number one priority as president is, my number one priority is to keep America safe, keep Americans safe from terrorism and drunk drivers. And all the other things, like we're a bunch of sheep that need to be kept safe. We like their cattle of them, and they got to keep us safe. But anyways, yeah, so DUI checkpoints, as usual, every fucking holiday or observance that we have in this country is a reason for them to go out there and set up their fucking Nazi checkpoints where they claim it's all about getting drunk drivers off the road and people on drugs. Well, yeah, of course, that's part of it. But, they're basically like a fucking pack of hyenas out there looking for any reason at all to fucking ruin your life is what it's all about. To just fucking impound your car. You got a cracked windshield. That's good enough for them. We'll call that an unsafe vehicle and impound it. Yeah, so my solution is I would try to promote people to just not drive, man, on those weekends, on those holidays and stuff when they're out there. We know they're out there doing their checkpoints. Let's just boycott driving, I'd say, Spread it around, get everybody to not drive on those nights, and the more and more people we can get to not drive, maybe they'll get the message that we're sick of it. But they don't give a shit. But yeah, it'd be good to have them, cops out there with their fucking thumbs up their asses going, how come there's no people out here to fucking terrorize with our checkpoints? Don't they want to come through our checkpoints and be scrutinized by the Gestapo? Just have them sitting out there with their fucking thumbs up their asses like a bunch of fucking clowns that they are. I like the way the media or the movies in Hollywood like to clown the cops. Oh, there's a little breeze so I can shield the camera mic. But yeah, this whole fucking DUI thing, man, it's a big racket for them, man. They should just fucking illegalize alcohol, Such a dangerous drug out there. More people die from alcohol than fucking anything else. But you see, the system loves their alcohol because it keeps their fucking justice system going. Without alcohol, they would have a lot less people sitting in their fucking cages in their for-profit fucking racket, their justice system. So that's why alcohol is kept perfectly legal. And there's a lot of stuff they could do to prevent drunk driving in this country, but they don't want to, man. They want to let you drunk drive and fucking nail you afterwards and ruin your whole life. It's bullshit. Fucking alcohol is a drug that fucking, once you use it and you get drunk, you're fucking bound to do stupid things. You don't give a fuck. It totally takes your care away and your judgment, and they take advantage of that and criminalize you when you're the one that's the fucking victim in the whole thing. Even if you didn't have an accident or hurt anybody, they still fucking make you a criminal. So yeah, during this holiday season, just don't drive on fucking their DUI checkpoint nights. So yeah, well, what's going on this week? Well, the big story was here in Colorado. Big story they want us to focus on, and they're still talking about this weekend, is their fucking Republican puppet show that they had down in Boulder. The most recent fucking debate, if you want to call it that, scripted fucking clown show is what I call it, where they get these fucking puppets together and push their agendas, is what it's all about. And this time the big story was, scrutinizing the media. They all attacked the media because of their ridiculous questions. Like basically what the fucking idea was, they want to separate themselves from the media. Like as if they're not all working together. Like they don't all serve the same masters that own them all. Fucking Zionist scumbags, corporations and fucking banks that own the government and the media. But they want to make it seem like the media's the bad guy. That's what it was all about. Like Chris Christie had a good line in it. He said, we got all this shit going on. Like global warming and the war against ISIS and all kinds of other shit, and you want to talk about fantasy football. That's really what it's all about, man. The whole media, they talk about fucking bullshit, fucking stories that don't matter, man. Fantasy football is a big story to them. So yeah, I thought that was a good line by Christie pointing that out. But he's really part of the whole thing. The whole fucking Republican, Democratic fucking clown show is just like fantasy football. It's just another fucking bullshit distraction it's like fucking like a drama. Like I said before, it's like a soap opera for fucking fat, ugly people. And then they talked a little bit about some Cannabis. I didn't watch much of it, but I basically watched it and like had it in the background while I was doing other things and kind of listened to it when they talked about Cannabis. Of course that interests me, so I listened to it. And they asked one of them about, well, what do you think about legalizing cannabis? Of course, since they're here in Colorado, they talked about cannabis, and they all laugh and giggle and roll their eyes. And our famous Colorado brownies, as Ted Cruz said, I'll buy you some famous Colorado brownies. It's disgusting how they fucking love to make a joke out of cannabis, man. This powerful fucking beneficial plant to humanity is just a stupid fucking, if you use it, you're just a dumb stoner. Yeah, So they asked one candidate what he thought about legalizing cannabis or marijuana or pot or whatever they call it. And of course, it's like, well, we got to be, I'm totally not in favor of legalizing marijuana because we have a bad addiction problem in this country. As if we don't have enough addictive substances already, like nicotine and alcohol, that are already legal. And besides, what kind of message we want to send to the children? It always comes down to that with these fucking assholes. The children. I got news for you, man. I don't fucking, the children use cannabis anyways, right? And I don't condone kids using pot, or weed or cannabis, as I like to call it. I don't promote it, but honestly, I don't think it fucking does any damage at all to them. They want us to believe that it's bad for their developing minds. It's just fucking not true, man. The only bad thing about it is just fucking, you know, they have a hard time getting it. Like we used to all have a hard time getting it and affording it because it's so fucking expensive. But, you know, in my opinion, the whole cannabis thing, even here in Colorado, should just be fucking left the fuck alone, man. Just take it off, nothing to, just like tomatoes, man, leave it alone. Let us do what we want with it. But no, they'll never do that. It's a dangerous class 1 drug like cocaine and heroin. We can't just leave it alone. But it always comes back to the children, you know. And that sucks because, you know, they take the kids into, you know, the kid starts having a little bit of problems in school, and the first thing they want to do is take them in to see a fucking psychiatrist and put them on Ritalin or some other kind of psychotropic drug. Well, that's okay because it's prescribed by a doctor, but it fucking really ruins kids' lives. And, you know, personally, I smoked weed since I was 10 years old, man. You know, I grew up in California, man. It wasn't hard to get. A lot of people grew weed. You could grow it outdoors there, man, out in the hills and shit. So it was, but yeah, I smoked weed. It was all over, man. Wasn't hard to get. And, you know, look at me, I'm fine. Okay, well, maybe I'm a bad example. But, you know, like most of the fucking most successful, fucking productive people I know smoke weed every day. So this whole fucking, all their fucking memes and stereotypes about weed are all based on fucking lies, man. That it makes you lazy, that it makes you stupid, that it fucking kills your brain cells, that it, like I said, man, all the most productive people I know smoke weed regularly. So anyways, yeah, that's the whole weed thing that they spoke about in their little fucking clown show. Obviously, they're in no hurry to fucking decriminalize marijuana. I don't even want to have it legal. I don't want it to be taxed. I don't want, you know, I just think it should be grown by whoever wants to use it. The only rule I would make is if you want to use cannabis, you got to grow your own supply. That would fucking be awesome, right? And there would be no market for it. There would be no problem with it. People would grow their own supply, and you can't sell it, but you can give it away. You grow your own supply. Man, what a great country this would be if we just did that. So, what else is going on? Fucking Paul Ryan being sworn in as the new Speaker of the House. Mr. fucking pretty boy Paul Ryan. You know, he's talking about he's the people's business and blah, 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 you know, and how he's gonna do things differently and blah, blah, fucking blah. Bullshit, man. That guy's a sellout just like the rest of them. So fucking, you could just see it in his eyes, man. There's a fucking psychopath dwelling in there. But he acts like he's such a different, really great guy that works out all the time, and he's gonna be such a better person for the American people. Fuck you. He's just another sellout like fucking Gingrich and fucking Boner, the sad clown John Boner that he's replacing. That always goes up there and fucking cries, drinks his fucking, he gets drunk and cries. So yeah, that would happen. So see what that fucking turd. I don't even think he really wanted it, but you know, he can't make his own decisions. He serves his masters just like the rest of them. You know, he was put in there because, you know, he has fucking masters that fucking tell him what to do. So he has no choice in the matter. Yeah. And also this week, fucking sending more troops into Iraq and Syria, as they said they wouldn't do. As Obama said, we're not going to be sending any more troops. We're done pulling out of Iraq, but unfortunately ISIS changed things, you know. As soon as he said that, you know, it was fucking the opposite was going to happen as usual, and it turns out to be true. So, but yeah, they want to. When you hear about them talk about it on the news, it's all about Obama made the decision. Fuck you. Obama don't make no decisions. Obama's another fucking puppet in the fucking clown show, and his job is to read the script and pretend like he's making the decisions, but it's really his fucking banker bosses and the corporations that run the world that own Obama and the whole rest of the fucking government. But they always say it's him, it's the president that makes these decisions. Obama's sending more troops into the ground. They love their fucking term, putting boots on the ground. Of course, you know, it's like, just picture them going into China and buying a bunch of boots. Of course they're Chinese boots. We're gonna send them in with a bunch of drones and drop them on the ground. Have some boots on the ground. But no, the real reason I think is they're sending them in there is to fucking protect ISIS more than to. They got to protect their fucking proxy army from Russia. And if they got American troops in the area, Russia will be a little bit more reluctant to bomb bomb ISIS and continue doing what they've been doing. That's the reason why. They got to counter the Russians. Fucking, in my opinion, that's what's really going on. They're not trying to fucking get rid of ISIS. ISIS is their fucking boys, their fucking proxy army. They put a lot of trouble to fucking put ISIS in there to fucking keep the shit stirred up over there so they can control the resources. That's what it's all about, man. These fucking scumbags. They gotta have the resources, you know? So, you know, it's basically World War III has been going on for a long time, and this is just part of it, you know? The real agenda of World War III is to destroy the population, the human population on this planet. And they're just keep methodically going on about it. And that's what's going on. This fucking, and they're talking about, this morning on the news, they're talking about it. Obama's fucking sending troops in there, and it's going to take a long time to weed out ISIS. It's going to take decades. What the fuck? Why is it going to take decades? You know, it's fucking insane. They took out Osama bin Laden, or not Osama, but they took out a real army, the Iraqi army. It only took them a matter of days, right? But it's going to take decades to wipe out ISIS, because they're fucking supermen with their suicide chickens and their fucking militarized Toyota pickup trucks, and Baghdadi and fucking Jihadi Johnny with his hoaxer. I watched that video yesterday where the tank ran over the guy. That was fucking more bullshit. So yeah, the fucking shit show continues, and that's my view on it this week. Happy Halloween weekend, everybody, and we'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks for watching.